Greetings, beloved light warriors. It's Saratoga, and this is your weekly focus card reading for the week beginning November 30th through December 6th, 2020. And I also want to mention that on Monday, November 30th, we also have a full moon lunar eclipse, which means that this full moon is going to be even more potent than ever. Now, before I start, if you're new to my channel, you should know that this is something I do every Sunday so that we can reset our focus and our energy for the coming week ahead. And then on Tuesdays and Fridays, I do my regular on-camera videos. Okay, so let us get into this week's reading. As you can see, this card says New Beginnings, and it is a picture of a sunrise. So this is really perfect for the beginning of December, which is on Tuesday. And this is an interesting image because if you look at the top part of the image, you can see it looks to me to have a galactic feel to it. And if you look at the bottom part of the image, it has more of an earthly feel to it. So, and the sun is in the middle. So this indicates, I really feel that this is really about the beginning of the month of December and an increasing powerful ascension light entering into our sphere of reality. That's what the sun represents to me, because the sun is very, very instrumental in our ascension process. But I just keep thinking, I keep seeing that galactic image at the top and the earthly image at the bottom. And what this says to me is that we are going to be increasingly given a choice. This again indicates two different timelines. So the energy that's coming into our reality is going to advance us even further in our evolution, clarify things even more, and make it much more clear about the choices that we actually have. And the choice is really simple, you guys. The choice is either we stay fixated and rooted in our earthly perception, our earth-based reality, our earth-based beliefs, all of that earthly stuff, or we make a final choice on a soul level that we are prepared to enter this galaxy, enter this universe as a cosmic being. That's what Ascension is. Okay, so you're going to see more and more of a split happening. So this week, I think, is really, when it says New Beginnings, I feel that you think of the sunrise as the dawning light of a new day. What does a sunrise mean? A sunrise is like, get ready for the day ahead. Get yourself prepared. So that's really what I think this week is about. This week is kind of the beginning of a more advanced awakening. And really, we're being asked to prepare ourselves for a more advanced awakening. It's not like, oh, we've woken up at the highest level and now we just have to expand our consciousness at the level that we're at. It's more like, no, prepare for an even more advanced level of awakening. So yes, you're awakened at whatever level you're at right now, but now you need to get prepared to go to a higher level and advance your awakening at that higher level, which is really huge, really powerful, and really profound. So the dawning of the sunrise at the beginning of December is so appropriate for how this month is going to unfold. And the powerful, I'm trying to think of the right words. It's like there's such a powerful moment in front of us for this whole month. I didn't really intend for this to be about the month of December, but honestly, this week is so connected to how we go forward into the month of December. So that's why I think I'm feeling inspired to talk about the month as a whole in addition to just this week. And of course, I'll be doing a bigger video on December. I think on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, I'll be doing that video. Anyway, so what you want to think about this week is think about, okay, we are entering a new beginning. A new beginning is completely related to that timeline split. A new beginning is very much related to making a choice. Now, in order to make the best choice, we need clarity, don't we? We need clarity about exactly what it is we are choosing. We need to be very clear what the difference is between choosing an earth-based reality or choosing a galactic reality, choosing a cosmic reality. We need to have tremendous clarity about what that means. So because this week starts with a full moon and an extra potent full moon, let's think about the full moon as always being a time of release and clearing and letting go. In order to move forward into a new beginning, you always need to be willing to let go of something. You always need to be willing to release where you've been. Because if you're not willing to release where you've been, you can't have a new beginning, right? So we can take this message on the collective level, meaning the entire planet entering a new beginning, or we can take it on an individual level, meaning new beginning in our individual lives. I personally think we should take it both ways, actually. Now, I want to mention the stone that I have in this reading is Vanadinite. That's quite a word, isn't it? Vanadinite. Vanadinite is a fire element stone that promotes action and energy. It really matches this image of the sunrise and that powerful, potent energy of the sun that is advancing our ascension, our evolution, and our awakening. Vanadinite is really good for promoting physical energy. It's good for promoting creativity, promotes action. It promotes inspiration. It's a great stone if you need to take action for change, because, well, let me say something else about December. We are going to have to do some pretty deep work within ourselves. It could be very challenging. And I think it could also involve addressing the physicality of where our lives are as individuals at this particular point in time. So whenever you address the physicality of your life, it generally involves taking some form of physical action, which can be sometimes difficult when there's so much going on, like there has been all this year. So Vanadinite, to me, is a really good stone for clearing out energy, paving the way for that creative flow so that we can have the energy that we need to go forward and take action on whatever choice we are willing to make for ourselves in this ascension process. So this is really a very simple reading for this week. It's not really complex at all, which is probably good because December could be kind of a complex feeling month. So just look at this week as the dawning of a powerful month ahead, and think of it as like, okay, this sunrise is indicating to me that I need to wake up even more. I need to wake up at a higher level. So this is a good week for contemplation. It's a good week to be reviewing where you are in your life. What do you need to let go of? What do you need to release? What are you willing to release? What are you willing to surrender? What about things like beliefs and patterns, and maybe it's even circumstances, or maybe it's habits, or maybe it's the same old way of reacting to everything? One thing I will suggest that's going to be really important to let go of, you guys, is any habit that you may have that is very reactive to external events. Because we're so conditioned to always be reacting to things, and that does not serve our best interest. We can be the observers, we can stay conscious of what is happening, but we want to stay very centered and very clear and very grounded so that we're not always reacting to things. Because every time we react, that sets off an emotional chain reaction, which can cloud our thinking, cloud our perception, put us in a state of fear, put us in a state of anxiety, and that's not going to be really helpful this month. So pay attention to that. Pay attention if you notice that you have maybe had a habit of being overly reactive to circumstances outside of yourself, or even circumstances in the world at large. And if that's the case, Maybe you need to spend more time in meditation. Maybe you need to spend more time in quiet serenity with yourself, with your inner being, with your soul, with your heart, in that quiet inner space where you can stay calm, where you can stay clear, where you can stay more connected to your divine infinite self. Because that's the place from which you want to enact whatever choice you are going to make. Because this month, you guys, we have to get really, really, really conscious of what our choices are. We have to get really conscious. Are we serious about choosing a galactic experience of reality and of our lives, or are we just going to stay entrenched in fighting amongst ourselves on this earthly level of duality? And you know, if you look at this card at the bottom, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it looks like there's a valley, like a divided valley, probably divided by a river. And just that image of that divided valley, it's kind of like this sense of duality, the duality of the earth-based reality, okay? Whereas above, in that galactic cosmic reality, there's a feeling of oneness. And isn't it interesting how the sunrise in this picture is illuminating the galaxy, is illuminating the cosmos? It's actually illuminating that space so that we can see it. So that's what that light of ascension is doing for us more and more. It's allowing us to see both sides of this situation. It's allowing us to see where we've been, and it's allowing us to see where we have the opportunity to go. So yeah, just think of this week as this is kind of like you're beginning to wake up at a whole new level. This is a new dawning, a new sunrise. The full moon is the full moon eclipse is an opportunity to start letting go more and more, so that you can awaken more and more, so that you can expand your consciousness more and more. And one more thing I'll say about expanding consciousness: when you are holding on to old beliefs and old perceptions, your consciousness cannot expand beyond those beliefs and perceptions. So that's why it's important to be willing to let go of those things, because that's what frees your energy. See, when you hold on to old beliefs out of fear, usually we hold on to them out of some kind of fear or trauma. When we hold on to those things, we actually restrain the expansion of our consciousness, because it takes energy to hold on to old beliefs. It takes a lot of energy. What we want to do is be able to free that energy, let that energy flow, which is what Vanadinite is good for, you guys, letting the energy flow, letting our creativity flow, letting our creative imagination flow, so that we can imagine a much better life for ourselves all the way around. And also, when you imagine that better life for yourself, don't limit it just to planet Earth, you guys. This is a big, big universe. There's a whole lot out there. There's interdimensional realities. There's so much out there. So don't limit yourselves. Go in your heart and see what new ideas your heart might have for you as the infinite cosmic being that you truly are. Okay, so that is the reading for this week, and I'll just give you guys one more quick reminder. There's only a few days left that you can get on the wait list for my new online course, How to Work with Powerful Angels to Create an Amazing Life. I'll put the link in the description below. Anyone who's on the wait list will get an extra discount. So if that's something that interests you, make sure you sign up. Go to that link and click it, and then you can learn more about it as soon as I launch the course, which will probably be in about a week or so. Okay, so I'm sending you all so much love, so much light, so much beautiful positive energy for an awesome week ahead, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Namaste, everyone.